All right, guys, once again, wide receiver is deep this year in fantasy. We're always looking for players that have the opportunity to outperform their ADP. And here's 3 wide receivers going outside the top 20 on Yahoo that I think have a very good chance to finish inside the top 20 and certainly will beat their ADP. We start in Baltimore with Rashad Bateman. Marquis Brown now in Arizona, 146 targets. Okay, 146 targets. That's what Marquis Brown got last year. That's what's available now in Baltimore. The Ravens did not add a significant pass catcher in the draft or in free agency. It is going to be the Mark Andrews and Rashad Bateman show in Baltimore in Lamar Jackson's contract year. Even if they go more run heavy this year, which is what's suspected, he's still going to be the number 1 wide receiver on a very good offense. That's going to be the passing game. Like, that's the route tree, right? Mark Andrews, Rashad Bateman, those 2 guys. Bateman is going well outside the top 20. I think he's going to have a monster season. I know they love him in Baltimore, and it's one of the reasons why they didn't feel like they needed to address the position in the offseason. Then we go to Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, death, taxes, Brandon Cooks underrated in fantasy. Every single year, this guy doesn't get drafted where he should. Every single year, this guy outperforms. He's currently going as wide receiver 28 on Yahoo. He's had 1,000 yards in 6 out of the 8 seasons. Last year, in 10 games with Davis Mills, who will be his quarterback this year, he averaged 15.3 fantasy points per game. 15.3 would have been a top 15 wide receiver last year. And he's going as wide receiver 28. He's been a top 20 wide receiver each of the 2 years he's been with the Texans. And once again, similar to Rashad Bateman in Baltimore, the Texans didn't add a significant pass catcher in the draft or free agency. It is going to be the Brandon Cook show on a team that is going to need to throw. He's not sexy. You draft Brandon Cooks, and no one's going to go oh, man, I wanted him. No one's going to go, ooh, sleeper when you draft him. But all he's going to do is produce. All he's going to do is get you numbers. All he's going to do is outperform wide receiver 28. And finally, Gabriel Davis. Everyone loves Gabriel Davis. I really love Gabriel Davis. I know some people are saying, he's being overhyped. I don't think so, actually. I know people are thinking, the last playoff game, that's fluky. Yes, I agree with you. He's not going to score 4 touchdowns in a game. But consider this about Gabriel Davis. Last year, he was 98th in targets. 98th, okay? There were 11 different games in which he ran less than 20 routes. They didn't really use him. In fact, there were only 5 games last year in which Gabriel Davis got 5 or more targets. He scored in 4 of those. And yet, despite the fact that he was 98th in target and he had 11 different games with under 20 routes run, Gabriel Davis was still 5th among wide receivers in end zone targets last year. Small usage, but when they did use him, it was looking for him in the end zone. Josh Allen looking for him in scoring position. And now, this year, sky's the limit. Emanuel Sanders, Cole Beasley no longer on the Bills. 186 targets between the 2 of them, now up for grabs. Yes, they signed Jamison Crowder. Yes, we expect a bigger role for Isaiah McKenzie. Maybe James Cook out of the backfield gets some of these targets, obviously, as well. But Gabriel Davis is the number 2 to Stephon Diggs. He's going to get a lion's share of that 186 targets that are available now. Sky's the limit. To me, Gabriel Davis, who's only 23 years old, is something special. He's a special player. The Bills love him. Josh Allen loves him. I love him.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.